The planet breaks its own rules more often than anyone likes to admit. Somewhere out there, trees grow in poison, lakes turn animals into statues, and deserts flood on purpose. And here's the weird part. Every one of these places is alive, busy, and functioning, even though the rulebook says they absolutely shouldn't. Stick around because a few of these ecosystems casually disrespect physics, chemistry, and common sense, and somehow get away with it. First up, Lake Natron, Tanzania. This lake casually mummifies animals. The water is so alkaline it can burn skin and calcify birds mid-step, turning them into stone statues. Still, flamingos raise their chicks here because predators physically can't survive the water. An ecosystem built on chemical violence became a daycare. 2. Dalal, Ethiopia. The ground leaks acid, pools boil with poison, the colors look fake because the chemistry is aggressive, temperatures go past human tolerance. Microbes still thrive here, feeding on pure chemistry instead of anything remotely normal. Life here survives where logic clocks out. 3. Deep sea, hydrothermal vents. Pitch darkness, crushing pressure, water hot enough to melt metal, no sunlight. Entire ecosystems live here anyway, powered by bacteria that turn toxic chemicals into food. Giant tube worms don't even have mouths. They outsource survival to microbes. Efficiency at its most disrespectful. 4. Lake Hillier, Australia. Bright pink, not seasonal, not lighting, not editing. The color comes from salt-loving microbes producing pigment as a survival tactic. The lake is salty enough to kill most organisms, yet it's stable, alive, and permanently pink like the planet made a joke and committed to it. 5. The Atacama Desert. Some parts haven't seen rain in hundreds of years. NASA uses it to test Mars equipment. Microbes survive inside salt crystals by pulling water straight from air. Life learned how to drink atmosphere and called it a day. 6. Movil Cave, Romania. Sealed off for millions of years. No sunlight, no plants, oxygen is low. The food web runs on sulfur-eating bacteria, producing chemicals instead of sugar. Spiders, worms, and insects evolved to live in air that would knock humans out in seconds. 7. Pitch Lake, Trinidad. A literal lake of asphalt. Thick, black, sticky petroleum constantly bubbling. Oxygen barely exists. Microbes survive inside microscopic water pockets trapped in tar. Life moved into road material and never asked permission. 8. Antarctic subglacial lakes, buried under kilometers of ice. No sunlight for hundreds of thousands of years. Microbes feed on minerals scraped from bedrock by glaciers. The ecosystem survives on pressure, darkness, and crushed stone. 9. Blood Falls, Antarctica. Red water bleeds out of ice like a wound. The color comes from iron oxidizing when it hits air. The microbes inside survive without oxygen or sunlight, feeding on sulfur compounds. A hidden ecosystem leaking proof that life refuses to quit. 10. Sargasso. Sea. No land, no shore. Just floating seaweed trapped by ocean currents. Fish are born here. Turtles grow up here. Eels start their lives here for reasons still not fully understood. An ecosystem with no edges that somehow stays together. 11. Mangrove forests. Trees growing in saltwater, suffocating mud, and unstable coastlines. They breathe through roots, filter salt like living desalination plants, and create entire food webs while protecting land from storms. Trees weren't supposed to do any of that. 12. Danakil Depression below sea level, extreme heat, toxic gas leaks, acidic pools bubble non-stop. Life here survives without oxygen and treats poison like fuel. The environment actively tries to kill everything and fails repeatedly. 13. Namib Desert, fairy circles, perfect circles of dead grass covering entire landscapes, caused by termites and plant competition creating a self-regulating water system. The ecosystem survives by engineering its own emptiness. 14. Lake Baikal, Russia, freezing temperatures, massive depth, somehow hosts freshwater seals, which should not exist outside oceans. The lake stays oxygen-rich even when frozen solid, allowing unique species to survive nowhere else. 15. White sands forests, Amazon basin trees growing on nutrient-starved sand that should kill forests. Plants adapted by growing slower, recycling everything, and hoarding nutrients like survival accountants. Poverty built resilience. 16. Anthialan caves. Hidden underwater tunnels connect inland pools to the ocean. Layers of freshwater, saltwater, and toxic gas stack without mixing. Creatures evolved to live in darkness, feeding on bacteria instead of plants. Vertical chaos, somehow stable. 17. Antarctic dry valleys. Colder than freezers, drier than deserts. Ice barely melts. Microbes live inside rocks where microscopic moisture forms briefly. Life shrank itself into cracks and decided that was enough. 18. Loma fog ecosystems. No rain, no rivers. Plants survive almost entirely on mist. Leaves capture clouds. Roots barely matter. Farming by breathing. 19. Cuatro Ciénegas Basin, Mexico. Water chemistry mirrors ancient oceans. Modern organisms shouldn't survive here. Ancient microbes never evolved past old conditions, and still dominate. Time forgot this place. 20. The Great Blue Hole. Belize, a vertical sinkhole where oxygen suddenly disappears. Below a certain depth, fish vanish and bacteria take over. The ecosystem flips rules in seconds like a light switch. 21. Black smoker chimneys. Metal-rich towers form underwater from mineral deposits. Toxic, scalding, and unstable. Entire communities grow on bacteria that treat poison like food. 22. Ice worm glaciers. Worms that live inside glaciers. They melt ice just by existing and survive freezing nights and warm days. Their entire world is a moving block of ice. 23. Singy stone forests. Madagascar razor-sharp limestone towers, nearly impossible to cross. Plants and animals evolved to cling, leap, and hide in cracks. Evolution turned danger into architecture. 24. Cloud forests. Permanent mist. Trees pull water from air. Orchids grow without soil. Frogs live in leaves. Gravity feels optional and roots are just suggestions. 25. Socotra. Island. Dragon. Blood trees bleed red sap. Plants grow into shapes that exist nowhere else. Isolated for millions of years, evolution went experimental and never looked back. Every one of these ecosystems should have collapsed. Too hot, too toxic, too dry, too dark, too hostile. Instead, life rewrote the rules, duct-taped reality together, and kept going like it had rent due. Now tap subscribe, hit like, and share this before the algorithm decides ecosystems are more adaptable than you and replaces you with a mushroom.